Hello everyone, Stas is here, and today is a patch day in FF14, so that means I'm gonna do at least main story today, because tomorrow we plan to do Extreme Trial, new one, and to do it we need to unlock it first. To unlock it we need to do the story, and I'm actually kinda excited for the next story part, so I guess without further ado let's get started. Damn it, forgot the controls already. Carrying flavor. Varshan's eyes light up when he sees you. Okay. A bunch of food. I guess it's a new food. Or it's old. Item level 610. I think it's old food. Yeah, actually I will need to craft the new consumables for the new raid tier. But I'm gonna do it off stream anyway. So let's get started. Decimat, it's good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We have yet to hear from Ishtola regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Eshtinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero, there she is, right? I had to check my sound settings actually. Is something the matter? No, Decima paid us a visit, and so I was apprising her of recent developments, or the lack of thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. To eat? Would you like to come? Man, the bike's outside. So loud. A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. You will accompany us, of course. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. Zero has an errand? That's something new. Anyway, let's check the sound settings. Should have done it before streaming. Look how many people we have here. Alright, system. Oh no, it should be alright. Yeah, I should make background music a bit louder, I guess. Just like that, maybe. Oh, hello, Poogie. How is it going? Yeah, new FF14 patch came out. A lot of people are enjoying it, I guess. New story bit, new extreme trial, new Unreal fight, new Savage tier. No, new Savage tier gonna come out next week. This week we have normal tier. Almost down to 2 hours of adulting left before I can play. Oh, what are you gonna... Wait. I think I have a schedule actually. Because I always forget. It's Tuesday, right? Is it against the Storm or WoW today? I've seen it been streaming in the early morning for me, but I couldn't join because I was busy and I've heard that Twitch didn't work in my region anyway. So... Alright, where do we go here? I'm supposed to play WoW today now that the server reset. Did you gear up already for the raids? Like Mythic 1 is the hardest, but I'm probably playing Witcher. Oh, Witcher today. I would like to listen to some Witcher again, because Witcher 3 has such a great voice acting in it. I could like listen to it endlessly. My favorite part of the game. To get an episode ahead. Oh. So you kind of have a schedule for Witcher episodes on YouTube, I guess. Since I did not get to last week. I see. Yeah, I've seen you have uploaded a new... like your first Against the Storm stream on YouTube recently. So yeah. If you would gauge the city's prosperity, there's no surer way to visit than to visit the bazaar and observe the people. This I learned from Ivan and his predecessors. Damn it, this FF14 writing is gonna kill me. Oh, and actually, since we have someone, let's change the scene. Yeah, I'm trying to be consistent with the WODs upload on YouTube. Do you edit your WODs or you upload them as they are? Because I just upload raw WODs. I don't edit them because it will take forever. The way everything is automatic over there. Oh, I see. I'm picking up some more spice. Merit told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. So Zero likes spicy food. I don't do any editing with them and have Twitch send them to my YouTube automatically. Yeah, I don't do that because I stream in lower resolution. I stream in how much? 800p, and I record in proper 1080. So that's why I have to like record locally and upload to YouTube, since I don't have a quality slider on Twitch. with just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mayhan can't quite satisfy her. Who is Mayhan? It starts with a small letter. It's not capitalized. It's not a name. What is this? Which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. And excuse me, it was my Discord. I record in 4K and stream at 4K, but the live stream gets downgraded to 720p sometimes, but the WODs playback is always in 4K. Oh, interesting. I did not know it works like that. But it's not gonna help me, because like I don't have a quality slider, and the reason I stream in lower resolution is to allow people who doesn't have like the greatest internet to watch. Because I think I've tried to stream Mountain Blade Bannerlord in 1080p, and one of my kinda regular viewers couldn't watch the stream. It was lagging for him. Which chooses who gets the bandwidth. I think Twitch keeps my live stream to 1440p. That's still a lot. I think 1440 is like a good number. So bigger streamers get the full 4K streams, while smaller ones are capped. I guess partners get big partners. But again, I don't think a lot of people watch that stuff in 4K. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you would like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual? It will help to keep things interesting, what do you say? Fine by me, you can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. I mean, we can't choose, there's just a one note with spices. Partners do get priority as long as my watts are saved appropriately, then I don't care. Oh yeah, my don't get saved. Before they were saved for 2 weeks, now it's only a week. A colorful array of spices peer out from hempen sacks. Oh, now we can choose. The lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, the little red husks, the coarse yellow flakes. Let's go for red. Red is spicy, right? Or black corns. Black stuff is spicy as well. Like black pepper or whatever. Let's go for red. Why not? These tiny husks give off a citrus-like scent. Perhaps they will imbue dishes with a zesty note. And who's writing this? Well, I know who, but I have to ask anyway. Oh, that's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considered to sample the spice in her presence. Bag of spice, use. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A tingling, tangy numbness grips your mouth. So I guess it was a good choice, right? Though we don't have wrong choices in the story quests anyway. Your reaction speaks volumes. Really? That would suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mr. Zero, and do give Merit my regards. I guess it was a typo before. Merit is still a name. It's not a title or occupation. Kinda interesting development to see a typo at the very first quest of a new patch. So what do we have here now? Yeah, a lot of people.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure.
You'll know her now.
Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
Special curry?
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It's so nice to have voiced cutscenes in here. I'm so bad at reading.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzat Han, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzat Han my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
What is this? Is this supposed to be some lavash bread? Or scary looking omelette?
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Someone's gonna die here.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Right, we have one casualty already.
Ah! It burns! It burns!
To better maintain the facade, the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
He's going for it. She even removed her glass. Oh. Yeah, not many people have survived this curry. My whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating. I thought the spices we picked were perfect. I guess second one will play it tough.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merid prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
Wonder what they're drinking. Is that some kind of a milkshake? Looks a bit weird. Someone actually survived this curry. Like 2 people at least. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you are ready to face them head on, and with feeling. Did we get a buff? Can I see it? Reforged by the flames of truly challenging curry. And it's gonna be expired in like 10 seconds. Okay, great buff. Use this one though. Alright, we're going to go back to the palace. Well, they didn't lie, we got a buff, but it's kinda useless like that. I'm satisfied, yeah. Welcome back. Master Stinian? Yes, he has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort you. Let's go.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
Enter.
What is going on? Oh. He's training. Of course. Oh yeah, one-handed push-ups.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
That's a good suggestion, actually. Disrobe.
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Did they change Andrew's voice actor again? Sounds a bit different.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiark. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and
Oops.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
So back to the moon. Oh, the Dark Throne. The patch title. What are we gonna choose? Nasty direct hit. It's a useless food. Let's take money. You have no shortage of allies at your disposal. True, we have a lot. Going ham. The ranger wishes to depart at once. Isn't it a new dungeon on the picture? I believe it is. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Damn Ranger with his Shakespearean English. I struggle with the regular modern one. So, back to Crucible. Let's speed up a bit. And everyone is here already, as usually. Opening a gate is about as difficult as I expected. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Ishtola's plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Elementorum, that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. Must needs, damn it. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether and subsequent delivery of it onto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophorus spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Damn it. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabard contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye. A likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. So I guess we're going to fly somewhere closer to Idleshire or Coirthus. Because from what I've seen in trailers, new dungeon looks like it could be in Idleshire. Or some another old Shardan colony. Oh man, that's far. We need to teleport. Do I need to repair? Nah, I'm good. And I can repair myself actually. So no need to worry. And I actually need to clean my controller again. I sometimes come here for the view. It's beautiful. All are present and accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Charlian and thence seek the nearby Isle of Haam. Near unto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers. Originally the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle, but as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage unto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by naught less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Haam's vast ether deposit remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the form's permission. Yet again, with needing permission is nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear, and as the Signs of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer we are a recognized collective. A somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Damn it. Bureaucratically. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Baldesion. Upon arriving in Shardan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. I don't remember students of Baldesion being, like, very known and powerful. An island literally bursting with ether, that is the sort of paradise Watson dream of. Welcome back, Decima. What brings you here today, and in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion we are come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you will want to speak with Kryl. She's in the main hall sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. No one you don't know. Kinda curious to see. Oh, this guy.
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other
Damn
two,
it.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... Homecoming. But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I...
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Haam. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Haam is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy, most likely. Can we just sneak in instead?
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance. Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Haam was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any Gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the Forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. Oh. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here? Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
I bet it's something important we'll need later. Okay. So where do we need to go? The hamlet. Yep. Let's just teleport. Oh, here we are. The first person Ranger asked about our target immediately told us where to go. Is there a place where you do not have allies? Visitors? How delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you have caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but it is our understanding that thou hadst charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested at the Isle of Haam was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ether capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at once with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. Some mad scientist vibe. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? Ether tanks, damn it. What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, I have been on vacation and you haven't. It's an interesting description. Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after yourself. Come, let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Damn it. Alright, where is he? He should be somewhere around here. Not here. Here. Okay, that was quick. And of course it's a Lalafell with the mullet and the mustache. Coco Denko. The face that launched our teeny tiny toy bot. How have you been, Decima? Able to catch a bit of rest? No, not at all. Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Byregod's name would? Born right in me, very own workshop, they were. A pleasure as always, Master Coco. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some, but I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. Here we go with another explanation. I see. Think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There is just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Haam. Were it up to me, you would be on the next ship out, but that lot can't wipe their asses unless it is in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Taliak's thumping thighs. Master Fortunault and Scholar Monty Shane. What a surprise. Pardon the intrusion, the forum has deliberated your petition and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of Pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. So they all know about Pandemonium. That's kinda interesting. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Haam for the purposes of etheric extraction on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull and any such creatures you encounter. So we are monster hunters now. That's all? Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldigian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Haam. Your vessel waits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I would better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. We will be ready to take them where you need, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Oh, we are already here, and a lot of other people as well. Who do we talk to? This guy. Maybe I actually want to switch to Paladin for the dungeon.
Bound for the Isle of Haam. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Is it Thancred? Yes, it's him.
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee.
Thancred? A mentor? This is not gonna end well.
I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Interesting. And a new dungeon, Ether Front. Alright, let's join the duty finder. Oh yeah, we have new tomes and I'm capped on causality tomes. Should I spend them? Let's check the recipes first. Where's new food? I think I will not see it here. Yeah, I need to look at master recipes. Lemon juice. Wait, didn't we get a new food? What? Oh no, we did. We did. Determination, tenacity, critical hit, vitality, and spell. No. Spell speed, no, nope. That's Baba Ganoush. Let's add to favorites. Yeah, that's what I need. Traditional Thornarian appetizer of finely chopped dark eggplant spiced with ground cumin and a tantalizing hint of garlic. Okay. What do we need? Dark eggplant. Do I know these materials? Ternarian paprika. Okay, it's gatherable. Garland garlic. It's also gatherable. And I have a lot of ether sand. Okay. Probably dark eggplant is a thing we have to buy for tomes. I will go and check it right now and maybe buy some, because I have a lot of tomes to spend. It's kind of a long queue for a tank. Usually when I join dungeon as a tank, it's like an insta queue. Though to be fair, I don't join dungeons. Damn it. Here we go. Other. Do we have dark eggplant? No, I don't think so. Damn it, people are waiting. Ah, screw it. Probably dark eggplant is new gatherable material. That place looks pretty. Oh, the bears. Fluffy white bears. I should add some sound actually. Alright, here we go. Big pools. Damn it, my controller, I need to clean it. Let's do it like that. Why enemies die so slowly? Oh, we have 2 physical range. Maybe that's why. Probably want to... increase the music. Yeah, I think music in this dungeon is quite like on its own. Ooh, a slide. It's a weird looking boss. I don't like this model already. Linkbark. He has a lot of teeth though. Up sweep. Is it Tankbuster? No, it's raid wide, okay. Or party wide, whatever. Idle breath. Oh, that's a half arena cleave, okay. Nothing scary so far. Body slam. It's another party wide. Oh, and it created some upsweep. Do we need to hide or something? Or maybe we need to move away from them. Yeah, we need to move away. Okay. That doesn't look hard at all. Another body slam. Oh, it's big ones. What? Oh, it's just spread marker. Okay. Battle breath. Away. Good. Yeah, this boss is very easy so far. Nothing new. Mechanics are easy. Oh. This one may be a bit harder. I believe where we are is a good place. Oh, I was standing right on one of them. Okay. I didn't see I was standing on the mine. Yeah, our damage is kinda underwhelming. Let's grab all the gear. It looks decent actually, I kinda like it. Well, I don't like the mask. This Hannibal Lecter mask. Kinda creepy. Yeah, that's a pretty place. Yeah, so far the dungeon is a bit underwhelming. Maybe it will get better. It looks pretty, but the gameplay is not the greatest so far. Oh, shiny golems. Damn, my controller. Mobs die so slowly. Yeah, I like the looks of this place, but it reminds me of Death Stranding somehow. This transportation system. Arcas, a weird looking bear. Battle cry, I bet it's a party wide. Let's mitigate. Yep. Just a point blank. But something may follow it actually. Oh yeah. Okay. He's gonna do it again, right? Yep. Okay, not the worst mechanic. Now it's Tank Buster, let's mitigate. Bam. Almost didn't feel it. Oh! Almost did not escape it. Barely got away. Another battle cry. Whoa, what is that? Let's put him to the middle, maybe. Lightning Rampage. Ooh, pretty lights. He just jumps around. Okay. Oh, that was a puddle. This ornament on the ground. Another feeble Tank Buster. Here we go. Oh, it's some kind of a crystal cave. Oh, that reminds me about Underdark from Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's even prettier in here because everything is blue. This thing looks kind of familiar somehow. And I think I've screwed up my rotation, but whatever, who cares? Yeah, music is kind of underwhelming. Let's improve it a bit more. Oh, that's gonna hurt. They kinda hit hard. Let's hope the healer's going to keep up. I will even use Divine Biome just in case. Almost done with this pack. Oh, are we done? Is this the last boss? I didn't like the previous dungeon too much, And this one is not better, like at all. It's pretty, but... Ooh, tentacles. Again, tentacles. How many tentacles bosses we have in this game already? We have one more. Slumbering Scourge. Octomammoth. Hello, Octomammoth. And we have FF4 music again. Not that I'm complaining, but... Let's turn it down a bit. So we have multiple platforms, we have tentacles all around the place. But we can't target them. Tidal of War, probably party-wide. Octostroke. This is mean. Am I safe? Nope. Oh, it doesn't deal much. I have a small dot, but I don't need. Vivid Eyes. Saline Speed. Oh, okay. Just point blank AoEs. Tidal Breath. I think we should move away. Doesn't look safe. Yep. Half Arena Cleave. Tidal of War again. I think it's a safe platform actually. Telekinesis? Excuse me? What's that? Alright, just big point blanks on platforms. This nonsense again with tentacles. Ooh, run! Run, fools! Oh no. I think I'm gonna get hit. With 2 tentacles, damn it. Oh, someone have died. That shouldn't be a big problem. Alright, I've healed him. I think this place is safe. I can do this. I believe in my comrade. Oh no, we need to run. Oh, this guy's gonna die. He's dead. Oh no, he may not die actually. Yeah, I thought it's a half arena cleave. Where's my big shield? I forgot. Oh, I don't have my don't have resources to use the shield. Let's heal this guy. Good thing that I'm a paladin. That can heal teammates when our healer's dead. Alright. Give a bet to my team. And Octopus is defeated. Now what our characters have to say. Mayhap this water's something. Will you say it again? Nope, okay. Nothing to it. Seems the geyser is just beyond. Had it been squid, we might have... Why they're so fast, those text bubbles? Anyway, we can go, probably. And we don't have a chest. Or did we have it? I didn't notice. Oh, Musty, hello. How are you doing? I'm fine. Enjoying new patch in FF14. How about you? Oh, is this Enterprise? Nah, it says different color.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished.
Doing good. I haven't got a chance to play this one yet. I did grab the FF7 remake recently. Did you play the original FF7 though? Original FF7 is like my favorite Final Fantasy game. And I did not manage to get through the remake. Though I want to give it a second chance. I even prepared some overlay for a stream, but didn't do it yet. Went for Metal Gear Solid instead.
I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger. Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided that ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Gallimore, to the Tower of Babel.
Babel.
That's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way.
Oh yes, I have it. I love the original. I was disappointed when I found out the remake is being released as 2 games. I believe it's being released as 3 games, and it's confirmed already. I would have to say that original FF7 is also my favorite as well. I do like the older console versions of FF on NES and SNES. Like the oldest one I've played and finished was FF4 back in the day, and also FF6 is one of the best ones in my opinion. I wouldn't have bought the remake if I would know it was released in 2 parts or 3. Well, yeah, it's gonna be 3 parts apparently. I mean, I would not mind being it in 3 parts if the additional content would be good, but the problem is, like, in the first part, they took first 6 to 8 hours of the original game and watered it down to 60 to 80 hours with pretty much nothing, with fetch quests, with trial battles, with some useless stuff. Like, they could explore on the world, on the setting, but no. We just will add some extra fetch quests, some more backtracking, and original FF7 already had enough backtracking in it. But no, we will add some more. We will add unnecessary story dungeons. It felt rushed. Did it? It didn't feel rushed to me, but it felt like 80% of FF7 Remake is like a filler stuff. FF15, that's what felt rushed. But no, I don't know. Actually, I have a problem with everything that is connected to original FF7. With all those prequels, sequels, spin-offs, with Advent Children, with Dirge of Cerberus, with Crisis Core. I dislike what they do with the FF7 legacy. Yeah, filler, I agree. And not the best kind of filler, like... Again, they could expand on the universe, but no, you'll just go fetch an item, bring it back, that's it.
I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
That's like classic Final Fantasy location, a crystal cave.
Seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust.
Yeah, Zero is still trying to figure out human society. Why people stick together, why people like each other, and so on.
I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time. absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Okay, another quest completed. Oh, did you ever play the Final Fantasy XI MMO? I think it was released in the early 2000s. I thought it was kind of fun, but I didn't like how you couldn't solo level. I recall it seeming like you needed a group for most areas. Oh, I did not play back in the day when it was just released. I've played a bit on private servers. Like, I've tried most recent one. It came out a couple months back. I forgot how it's called. I can check. I think I still have launcher installed. But yeah, FF11, it was very classic MMO. Like true MMO, you can't do much alone. You always need another people. But Modern 11, like a Square Enix licensed one, you can solo pretty much most of the content alone, because you have NPC trusts companions. Horizon 11, this is a new private server that uses an old expansion of the game, the one that people think is the best one. So I haven't tried the recent one. I know what you're talking about. Oh, I see. But yeah, modern Square Enix version of FF11, you can play it solo pretty much. Oh, nice. Yeah. Many people like that because it's hard to find people to do like early level content, especially. Like, my problem with 11 is that how grindy it is. Like, I'm not a big MMO player actually. I have no idea how I still play FF14. Like, let me see how much time I've spent here. My character was created in 2018, and I have spent 3,561 hours in the game. I have no idea how I came to this place, because I'm not a big MMO player, again. Yes, big grind, I remember that. And it's that kind of grind when you just go in the overworld and kill mobs. While in FF14, you have a lot of options to level up. You can do dungeons, you can do trials, you can do raids, you can do PvP. PvP is a good source for experience for new jobs. Like, my Black Mage and my physical range jobs were leveled almost exclusively in PvP. Because I don't like to play them, like, at all. And the thing with PvP, you can log in, you can queue as the job you need to level up, but play another job, and it still will work, which kinda great. To not only allow us use of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Cockle among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Man, all those people. I can't see our NPCs. Oh, we can choose some useless materia. Let's go for... No, let's go for skill speed, why not? And FF11 has a very interesting job system. Like, you can play, for example, level 60 Paladin, And you can have sub drop a white mage, and you will be paladin with white mage spells up to level 30, up to half level of your main job, which is kind of cool. This game, FF14 at the start also had something like that, but now FF14 is much more streamlined, much easier to get into, less complex. And yeah, from what I've heard, 11 had some balancing issues. Like there were jobs that people would not want to have at their party sometimes. Like summoners were not all very popular, and people who played summoners had to struggle trying to content solo often. Also, people didn't like black mages a lot, from what I've heard. Though I guess it would change from expansion to expansion, but still. Like, FF14 doesn't really have such problems. You can play whatever, you're gonna be fine. You'll be able to find a party, you'll be able to do group content easily. And a lot of people playing, so it's easy to find group, to find friends, people. Alright. Oh, let's check. Looks good. Another quest, like Fear to Flame. It is time to proceed to the next stage of your plan, okay. With the tanks transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. This is Shakespearean English. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilsabard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Let's change back to Gunbreaker. Camp Broken Glass. Here we go. Oh, and I may want to apply some bonus actions to my FC. Let's use proper care and earth and water, I guess, if people want to level up their gatherer jobs. So how far do we need to go? Not far, apparently. Here we are again. Yep, here we are. Lucia. Decima, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Great import, and it's just abrupt, okay. I'll take that. Wonder if Poogie is streaming. No, he doesn't, okay. Indeed, we appreciate your consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. Man, this wording. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Guardian community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Guardians, most of whom are uncomfortable with the ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, It is like to cause distress and to reopen old wounds. Better than that than facing a mass invasion by Golbears and his Voidsent hordes, surely. Oh yeah, by the way, Golbez is the guy from Final Fantasy IV, if I remember correctly. This Dark Lord, Dark Emperor. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relieve personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What is there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So, like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alfinot and Elysee, with the rapport they have established with the Guardian people. I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Urianger, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation. And I need to turn on the lights, it starts to get dark. Be back in a second. And back. So what do we need to do? Fly. Oh, we could teleport. We don't need to fly. It's gonna be faster. And here they are. To dread fire even when one is freezing. To become a prisoner of one's fear. This is a fate to which Voidsent too can succumb. Aye. Yeah, everyone can be feared. I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. Right. I am glad to see you, Decima. Vridra has explained our present dilemma. It is no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Oh, hello, Sir Mace. How's it going? Do you still enjoy Apex? Trust in the Ilsabard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we have achieved. Yes. Do you play this team battle mode or battle royale? Trust again. Well, it seems to me there's naught for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Cenaculum Imperialis. Man, those Latin names. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave to the others, save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those in Taper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphanot, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet and form Solius, where we will have what I hope is a productive discussion. Damn it, I need to drink. So we just need to talk to people. The Tower of Babel? But what has it got to do with the Void Sand? I can't say I understand. Man, did you see this tower? It's pure evil. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garlands. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. It's a big train cart or whatever it's called in English. Very spacious. Popea. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garland people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. Cut our rations or wars? No, forget I said anything, please. That's kind of weird that they're afraid of contingent. I believe they were helping for a while already. Okay. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination just transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before. Why they haven't started to destroy it at least. Fretting lady. Ify, the tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You have done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Okay, not everyone wants us to tackle the tower. Serious lad. He's just a small kid. No, stop it! The tower's evil. It will turn us all evil. I don't wanna hear it. Leave me alone. Alright. Oh, we need to go outside. Okay. I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Odyssey again after Far Cry 5. Did you enjoy Odyssey? Like, how many recent Assassin's Creed games have you played? Did you play Origins, Odyssey? I think last one I've played was Black Flag. And I kinda enjoyed it. But I didn't like 3. I didn't really enjoy Brotherhood and Revelations. Oh crap. Well, I guess we'll join my friend to play the raids. Let's finish the quest. Julius is on his way with the others. Yes, it's so good, but I only have played Black Flag and Odyssey. Oh, okay. Maybe we found the people more receptive than we did. I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed 2 back in the day. But I guess it's kinda old for modern standards. Decima, may I present to you Lords Gnaeus and Metius, magistrates of our political council? They have been spearheading the effort to establish a new system of government here. I already don't like them. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsabard contingent. I see Alfner and Erize have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present, we simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garland ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war. To her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal, whatever, claim to our territory. United claim, maybe, I don't know. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. Alright. I guess I'll stop the recording for now and start a new one.